Hi everyone! So today, as part of our castles work, we're going to find out a little bit about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. The story of King Arthur is a legend, so no one knows if it's true or if it's just a story. So legends are stories that have been around for a long time. The legend is set in the medieval times in a place called Camelot, and some people think this is what Camelot looked like. King Arthur had knights. They often had meetings and sat around a round table. This is something like what the knights and the round table might have looked like. So we have a bit of a quest to start with. We have given your grown-ups some QR codes for you to scan. So hopefully you'll have an app on your phone or iPad where you can go and zap the QR code like we've done at school, and it's going to give you a fact for you to read about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. So when I ask you to, I want you to pause the video and go and see if you can find out some facts about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Before we do that though, I want you to look at some tricky words with me to help you read the facts. So these are some of the tricky words before you do your quest, because I don't want you getting stuck on the reading. So one of the tricky words is sword. Okay, I think sword looks a little bit like it says sword, but the word is sword. And then we have Camelot. That's the place that we looked at the picture a minute ago. So we've got sword, Camelot, and this is somebody's name, which is why it has a capital letter, like the name of the place Camelot. So this is a lady's name called Guinevere. Okay, Guinevere. And then we've got a king called King Uther. So we have sword, Camelot, Guinevere, King Uther. And then we have Lancelot, that's another name. And we have Excalibur, that's the name of something. I'm not going to tell you what it's the name of yet, see if you can find out. So we have sword, Camelot, Guinevere, King Uther, Lancelot, Excalibur, and then we have the word magician. That's very interesting. Magician. So sword, Camelot, Guinevere, King Uther, Lancelot, Excalibur and magician. So if you'd like to pause your video now, you can go and find some facts using your QR codes. Good luck on your quest. Hello again. I hope your quest went well and you managed to find out some facts. Let's have a look at the rest of our video. What did you find out? Tell somebody next to you something that you found out from your QR codes. Brilliant, well done. So we're going to read the story of the legend of King Arthur. Let's have a look. Arthur was born to King Uther, but he was sent to live with Sir Ector in the countryside by a wizard called Merlin. Some stories say he was sent away to keep him safe from attack. So this is Merlin, and Merlin took Arthur when he was a baby to a safe place to live with somebody who wasn't his parents. Arthur's dad died, but no one knew about Arthur apart from Merlin, so Arthur didn't become the king. When Arthur was 15, he went to London, but he'd forgotten to take a sword. Arthur went looking for a sword and he found one sticking out of a stone in a churchyard. So this is the sword sticking out of the stone. The sword and the stone are said to be special. The sword was called Excalibur, and not just anyone could pull the sword out of the stone. So the sword had been in the stone for a long time and nobody else could pull the sword out. Lots of boys had tried and failed. The sword had a message that said that the person who freed the sword would be king. Arthur pulled out the sword. At first, no one believed he had done it, but then he became king. Later, Arthur married Guinevere, And as a wedding present, Guinevere's dad gave Arthur a large round table, big enough for all of his knights to sit at. The table was a good table, as it meant that everyone was equally important. So in some tables, the most important people sit at the end of the table. Because it was round, everybody was equal. Nobody was in charge. They were all important. King Arthur's knights were chivalrous. That's an interesting word. They were chivalrous. Chivalrous means if you're kind, you're polite, you're well-mannered, and you follow the rules. They sat and discussed problems and how to solve them fairly. So today we need to write a set of rules to help a new knight join the round table. What rules should we have? So we're going to imagine that a new knight wants to come and sit at this round table. But before you're allowed to sit at the knight's table, you need to follow some important rules. So what kind of rules do you think a knight should have? Have a little think. What would be good rules for a knight? These are some ideas I've had, and then maybe you can think of some of your own. I'll put a few ideas here. So I think that knights should always, so it says a knight of the round table shall, so I'll start it with always listen to what the other knights say. Okay, so that means that they're going to listen before they interrupt. So a knight of the round table shall always listen to what the other knights say. Let's think of another one. A knight of the round table shall... What else would be a good thing that a knight has to do to sit at the round table and make important decisions? Shall... Be kind to everyone in the kingdom. So you want to make sure that everybody is treated fairly. Be kind to everyone in the kingdom. Let's put some little bullet points here, because if we've got a bullet point, that means that we don't need to do our capital letters and full stops, because it's kind of a list of sentences to finish this one off. So a knight of the round table shall always listen to what the other knights say. Be kind to everyone in the kingdom. I'm going to try and think of one more. He's got to be brave, hasn't he, to protect the king. Shall be brave enough to protect King Arthur and the people of Camelot. Fantastic. I wonder if you can think of some more rules, if you can add any more, and you can have some of my rules if you want to as well. So what I'd like you to do today is write some rules that you think a knight should have to be part of the round table. Have fun and have a lovely afternoon and a fabulous weekend. Bye.